I've heard that Jesus means Hail Zeus.
Han Meditation.
Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. So go ahead and check this out, and it'll be in Amazon. Go ahead and get the book if you want to support the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, I'm Han. This is Kelly. We are Han Meditations. We're back with another video. Now, we've been discussing a lot about religion, a lot about Islam. And one of the things that we've discussed before is the name of Jesus. What was Jesus' real name? And this video claims to know it. What I always thought Jesus' real name was Yeshua. Let's see if this video confirms or denies that. Let's go ahead and watch it and see.
Did you know that Jesus never called God God? I just Googled it. Jesus' native tongue is Aramaic, right? And in Aramaic, God means Allah. Allah and God are the same word. So Jesus himself is calling God Allah. This actually shocked me, and I don't think many Muslims and many Christians would know this. We're all worshipping the same God, the one God. So why is there so much division between the religions? This just absolutely shocks me. We all have the same stories. If you actually stop and read the Bible and read the Quran, you will notice so many similarities. There is more similarities than there are differences. We should all be united. It just upsets me how much hate and how much division there is between all the religions when we're all worshipping and celebrating the same creator. So where did this division come from? Did you know that Jesus is not even his real name? In Jesus' native tongue of Aramaic, the letter J does not even exist. I'm not sure if many Muslims or many Christians would know this, but Jesus' real name is Isus. What the hell is going on? Like, I feel like I'm living in a simulation. Can you guys please just help me understand how this even works? Like, I grew up learning in school and all my life that his name was Jesus. So where did this even come from?
So she said his name was Isus?
Yes, because I think she's just saying basically Jesus without the pronunciation of the J.
Yeah.
And then,
okay,
well, I know that in the Quran he's referred to as Isa.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we hear the name Yeshua often. I honestly don't know where that one comes from, but that's what I hear the most often as his real name. Well, besides Jesus. But I agree. Like, finding that out a while back, it was like, of course, a lot of names and a lot of things do kind of evolve as language changes over time. But it is really one of those interesting things. And also, I've always thought about that too, like God being Allah. And I always thought about, like, literally just think of the word Allah, like in English, all. It's pretty much just saying Allah. Like, God is all, the all-knowing being creator. So I think that's interesting. And yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the thing too, because, well, sometimes I go back and forth with certain things because I've heard that Jesus means Hail Zeus. Jesus.
Yeah.
I've heard that from people like Billy Carson and others where they say that Jesus means that. I don't know if that's true or not, but one of the things is, from my perspective, I don't think that God cares necessarily what you call them.
Right.
Because once you're at that level of consciousness, the intent is all that really matters. So it doesn't matter what you call them as long as you have the intent. What if you can't even speak a name? What if you're not even capable of understanding a name because you weren't raised in that environment, but you have a connection with God? Then you don't need to call God a certain name because, like Kelly said, whenever she hears the word Allah, it almost sounds like all that is. That is what my definition of God is, all that is. That's why in Hindu, there's a concept called Ishvara. I like that concept because it basically says that everything that you see is God because nothing can exist outside of God. So my personal belief system is that everything that exists is God or is a part of God because it was all created from God. Because I believe that if you're taking away, let's just say, you're saying that this phone or whatever is not a part of God, or my body is not a part of God, or this table or whatever you want to say is not a part of God. To me, what that does is it takes power away from God in a sense because you're saying, well, God isn't that. God's not this. God's not here. God's not there. I think God is everywhere and everything because that's what omnipotence basically means. You're everywhere and everything at the same time, all together. And that's what I agree with. And that's what I believe in. And that's one of the things that, it's just whenever you think about it, you really just have to accept that we weren't there at that time. Mm-hmm. We weren't with Jesus, Isa, Isis, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him. We weren't there with him at that time. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what he goes by. We don't know what his name is. We don't know basically anything except what he did. And that's really all that's important to me, because I believe that what Jesus was really trying to show people is an example. And this is how I live my life. And the way that I believe and the way that I think that Jesus was a prophet. I don't believe that he necessarily was God himself in the flesh. This is God, God, God. Mm-hmm. I believe that, yes, he was very, very strongly connected to God and very high up, even one of the most enlightened beings that ever walked the face of this planet. Definitely a special man and a special being, but I don't think that he was actually like, hey, this is actually God. I am all that is. Because Jesus never claimed to be God or claimed to be this or claimed to be that. I just think he was showing us, hey, this is the example that you should be doing. You should be living your life and treating neighbors how you want to be treated. You should be loving everybody and having love in your heart and having harmony in your heart. In today's day and world, you have a lot of people that have hate in their heart, and maybe we'll do a video on that. And I don't like that, and I don't think anybody should be doing that. Do you agree with that, Kelly? Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. And as far as the spirit world, I feel like once you're over in that side, having names and categories and such is a very, I think, just a human mind way of thinking. And we always want to have a name for someone or something. But I think that over on the spirit side, these things just don't even matter and don't even really exist necessarily. Even as far as like beings that are maybe a little bit more advanced than us spiritually, ET beings on other planets, they don't really need names. It's just unnecessary, It's just like a really physical world categorization. So I definitely agree that in reality, the real name that they were called here on earth, I don't think there's going to be any offense, either way, if we accidentally say the wrong name or whatever, because it is all about intentional energy, and that overcomes anything that is just based in this physical reality, because names are just, what is it really? It's just a sound coming out of your mouth. But what makes it real and what makes it spiritual is your intention by it, what you feel in your soul and the connection you're giving and the vibration that you're giving off when you say the sound. So it's all about just having the love in your heart, and names don't matter too much.
You're absolutely right, Kelly. And that was beautifully said. So I just need to thank you guys for donating. People have been donating to the channel, and I appreciate it so much. Even if it's $1, it doesn't matter, guys, 1 cent. We thank you so much. We read all your comments, and we are working hard for you guys. This is all for you guys because we want people to discover Islam in a different way. We want people to discover different religions and learn about them and really feel the connection to God one way or another. So thank you guys for being here. That's truly what we're trying to accomplish with the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.